You think it's already over, but Meta can simply rally another 30%. Today, we analyze Meta platforms. We take a look at a higher time frame and we determine exactly where Meta will head next in the near future. If we start the analysis here on the monthly time frame, basically the first thing which we have to do is determine the overall trend. Yes, you're absolutely right. Starting back in mid 2021, Meta actually created a quite very harsh correction from top to bottom of minus 80% before then actually entering into one of the craziest bull runs which we have been seeing on Meta platforms. And so far, from bottom to top, Meta rallied approximately 700%. However, both of these moves have not been unexpected. First of all, starting back in 2017, Meta actually established a lower support trend line, just connecting all of the previous significant lows. And obviously, since Meta was approaching it from above, it was quite likely that after we actually saw bullish confirmation inside of this level, we will see a significant rejection away towards the upside. On the other side, also, this previous significant dump towards the downside was expected because also here, starting back in 2017, Meta actually established a so-called upper resistance trend line, just connecting all of the previous significant highs, and therefore after we saw bearish confirmation inside of this level, it was once again quite expected that we see at least a short-term correction away towards the downside. Just a couple of months ago, Meta once again retested this upper red resistance trend line. Back then, I published a bunch of analysis explaining all the reasons for which it's quite likely that we actually see a correction, and Meta has perfectly been correcting approximately minus 35% before Meta then actually retested the previous all-time high, which obviously after the break towards the upside, this previous resistance was turned support. So therefore, I once again published an analysis when Meta was retesting this previous structure, explaining all the reasons for which I do expect a significant rejection away towards the upside. So far, this is simply playing out. After this bullish break and retest, we already saw a rejection of approximately plus 25%. And I personally do think, considering all of the bullish momentum and price action on the smaller as well as on the higher time frame, that Meta will eventually once again retest this upper red resistance trend line, which could lead to another move of approximately plus 30% before then obviously this trend line will once again act as resistance and most likely push price lower. If you enjoyed today's analysis of Meta, I really appreciate if you smash that like button below. Obviously, the moment Meta is then retesting this upper red resistance trend line, I will immediately publish another analysis and keep you updated. I will also see you tomorrow with a fresh analysis. In the end, just make sure you keep your long-term vision.